issued at the time.
Tell us, I'm totally ignorant about this. Can you give me like the 5-minute
Absolutely.
summary
story?
Absolutely. Young man, young African-American gentleman on Memorial Day went into a department store to use the restroom, went on the elevator. The young elevator operator, a white woman, something happened. Generally considered that probably he tripped or something. There was a very minor fuss, and at that moment she actually said he had attacked her. And so the sheriff's department tracked him down and arrested him. In the newspaper, the day he was arrested, was an inflammatory front page article as well as an editorial about basically suggesting that lynching him was a good idea. And Tulsa at the time, not even 6 months earlier, they'd actually lynched a white cab driver for having done something heinous. So, you know, the African American community felt that this was a legitimate threat, absolutely. So they went down to offer their assistance to the sheriff's department to help protect him. They had every legitimate reason to believe that, in fact, the city could not protect him, or in fact would not. But so they got sent home first time, then they went back. By that point, there was a much larger mob gathering around. There was the stories vary slightly, but essentially someone tried to disarm one of the black gentlemen. Weapon went off, everything broke loose. And for about the next 2 hours, it was a fairly straightforward, you'll pardon me, a fairly standard race riot. No problem. And by midnight, you had 2 battle lines running on either side of the train tracks. And so there was a lot of shooting back and forth at night, but it got kind of quiet because it was dark. They shot up a train coming through. Somebody around 2 in the morning set a fire, or a building caught on fire, just on the north side of the tracks. And the fire department showed up. They started shooting at the fire department. The fire department said, "We're out of here."
What we heard on for it.
What year was this? 1921.
1921.
Now, about the middle of the night, the National Guard decided to, in an act of sheer cleverness, I'm speaking ironically, started going through disarming the African American community, and started working their way through. And as they went through the neighborhoods, behind them, looters started following through.
Wow.
And so by the morning, there were some small, lesser battles going on throughout this whole sequence. And